Okay, let's get right into it, guys. So, it took a lot to make this video. And when I tell you a lot, I mean it took a lot to make this video. It's been months of behind the scenes dealing with this guy, and I mean only one side of the story coming out. So, let's get right into it. Quick little background on me. My name is Jason Wells. I'm an executive chef by trade. I was born in Mechanicsville, raised in Glen Allen, and I currently reside in Richmond City. I'm going to speak about, kind of my experience as a vendor. I've always been into sports cards. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to be a vendor. I looked up to him as a kid at the shows at Holiday Inn on Broad Street, as well as the Tough Stuff shows at the fairgrounds. And I kind of made that happen this past March. Took 45 years, but I made it happen this past March, and I made my debut at the Drury Plaza. Sorry about that, scratch that. I made that my debut at the Four Points Midlothian show. As soon as I got into it, I see problems with said promotion. Took me a while to get in. I was getting the run around this or that. I had a 24-hour notification for a table, and when it's the only game in town, you got to play. So I showed up, setting up for a few months. You see the skullduggery going on. You see arbitrary prices for one person as opposed to another. You see tables in certain section of the room to cost more than others. I saw people be blackballed out of the shows for speaking their opinions. I saw preferential treatment, even as far as text messages I have receipts for sent to me, labeling me as a preferred vendor that gets, access to tables beforehand. I think everything should be kind of run fair. That's kind of why I started the PDCC shows. I started them, to kind of give a little bit of diversity to the Glen Allen and Richmond area shows. We only had a couple coming through at the time, and I thought, why not? I have some extra time. It looked like fun to me to promote a show. I saw the, inefficiencies and the deficiencies of the shows and kind of modeled mine as a opposite model of that. I'm heavy on promotion, I'm heavy on community. Started the little promotion. He caught up with me at the Newport News show at payment time and wanted to discuss my promotion with me, and in polite words, no cussing, no yelling or anything like that, but basically told me can't set up in Glen Allen, can't set up in Henrico, can't set up in Richmond. What I thought was kind of, audacious of him, as I'm a, Richmond, Henrico, Mechanicsville resident, and he's from out of town, but that's neither here nor there. So that kind of lit the fire from there. Went on ahead, started the little promotion. Like I mentioned, these top out at 40 tables, guys. They're not any kind of competition, any kind of thing like that. I let people find them organically. I wasn't out there pilfering, vendors or anything of that nature. We're all independent subcontractors, and kind of just went on ahead and started doing my own thing. Show number 2 came along. The promoter showed up at the show, took a quick glance around, took a quick note of the vendors at the show, and, contacted them and let them know that if they were to set up with me in the future, they wouldn't be able to set up with him. Shout out to the few vendors at the show that did let me know about it. Contacted him at that point to where he got very venomous with me. I'm not a back and forth on the phone kind of guy, but it was getting to be pretty hostile on his end, and I'm coming back with like I wasn't trying to do this or that, trying to explain my position, and I'm not too much on the back and forth, but eventually a switch gets flipped, and the switch got flipped. So started fighting back verbally at that point. That's the intimidation thing, where you're kind of telling the subcontractor they can't go make money with other people if they want to make money at your job site. So that's where the intimidation part comes in. I have a very close ties with my venue. So my venue, I won't say which one, but they contacted me at one day letting me know that a promotion had contacted them and had tried to, rent a venue out from under me. Fortunately, this venue, and money talks. So I have kudos to them to where, if a person's offering to spend more money on the rental than me and rent a bigger space than me, but they had morals, and they saw kind of like the scumbaggery in it. So they contacted me and let me know. So kudos to you guys there. Did show number 3, really no instances going on, no contact or anything like that. Show number 4 comes along, and I start checking in vendors, and, 3 or 4 vendors on the 11/23 show told me that they had been, cold contacted by the promotion and told that if they stood me up on that day, that they would be given free tables at the Fredericksburg show on the same day. Really kudos to the 4 individuals that told me that they had gotten cold called, and nothing against the people. I don't know how many people were called that day to try to, throw my show's balance out of control, but no hard feelings to the ones that didn't let me know, because I know some people just want to sell sports cards, and believe me, I just want to sell sports cards, and I just want to promote shows, but you know, when you're dealing with someone who's such a control freak, that kind of thing, you know, doesn't isn't allowed very easily. So, you know, these are all tactics that I'd associate with the mafia. And I mean, we're talking about intimidation, bribery, strong arm tactics, you know, and we're selling cards of, you know, shiny cards of guys, sports card guys in tight clothes. So it's kind of ridiculous to me, the just level that this has all gotten to. And I tried to let it go for months, but that's all I can say, guys. I mean, you know, I know that a lot of people are going to be against the video, and you know, I'm not trying to stir up the community. I'm just trying to, you know, let everybody know that, you know, everybody knows what I'm talking about. And I think it's kind of time, you know, to where Richmond, you know, similar to the Tidewater area, how they didn't put up with it. You know, Richmond kind of doesn't put up with this crap. Richmond's for the vendors, guys. Richmond's for the collectors. We don't need some, you know, overseer around here telling people what to do, stalking people's likes, you know, pushing around a small promoter in his own hometown. So that's my piece, guys. You know, sorry for the rant. I was not comfortable making this video. I am not comfortable ever, you know, causing drama or talking about that. I am Mr. Conflict Management. So thanks for bearing with me, guys, and take it easy. See you at the show.